Welcome everyone to episode 4 of Will They Happen on Switch. In the last episode, we took a look at the Legend of Zelda 3D Collection, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remix, and Mario Golf, and gave them their chance score on how likely they are to come to Switch, and my personal want score for them. So, in case you don't know how this works, I'm basically going to be taking 3 games each episode, and this episode is going to be Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, Punch-Out, and Mother 3, and I'm going to, with my very in-depth analysis, I'm going to be giving them their chance score on how likely they are, and like I said earlier, my personal want score for them. So, with that said, let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, let's go! So the first game I'm going to be talking about is Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door HD, and honestly, I could actually see this happening. I know that we already have Paper Mario the Origami King on the Switch, but think about it. So many people want to go back to the RPG format, and although the Paper Mario team clearly doesn't, seeing how they're doing everything in their sheer willpower to not go back to that format, I think if they really did want to appease the fans of that format and make a lot of money, then I think this would be the perfect way to do so, because they won't have to make an entirely new game that they don't want to make, and this would obviously satisfy fans, as this is known as one of the best RPGs of all time, and the best Mario RPG. So yeah, if they want to make a lot of money and appeal those RPG fans, since we're never going to get a new Paper Mario RPG game again, this would be the perfect way to do so. And I don't even think it required that many adjustments for them to even bring it to the Switch. Just make the game HD, and yeah, I think we're good. Just update the textures and make the game HD and we're all good. They could add a new world or character or partner or something like that, but they don't need to. The game is pretty much already perfect as is, and just HD and updated textures will do it for the fans of the original game, and just for fans of Paper Mario, period. So yeah, with all these positives, what's bringing it down? Well, the thing is, I don't think Paper Mario team would want to remake an old Paper Mario game. I don't really have any reasoning as to why, but they've never done this in the past, and I don't think they're going to do it now either. And like I said earlier, they really don't want to go back to the RPG format, so I don't even know if they're going to even consider or want to do this anyway, because I think they're trying to leave the RPG format out of the water completely, like I said earlier, so I really don't know. But only time will tell. So there's a lot of things holding it back, but there's also a lot of good things going forward as well. So I give Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door HD a chance score of a 25%. I know this may seem high, but I actually do think Paper Mario team could do this if they really wanted to. I know that they don't want to go back to the RPG format and all, because they want to keep doing unique stuff, but if they did want to appease those fans, I think just a port of this game would honestly really satisfy them. I mean, I sure as hell would be satisfied. So I think it'd perfectly satisfy all the fans of the RPG format too. And it's not like this game would even be hard to bring over. Just make the graphics HD and make the textures better, and we're all good. They could add a new world and partner if they really wanted to, but I don't even think that's necessary. Just don't change the music, okay? The music is perfect as is. Don't change it. Do not change it. The reason I'm not putting it any higher though is because although yes, this would make lots of money, probably more than the Origami King, and it would satisfy the fans of the RPG format, the fact that we already have an entirely new Paper Mario game on here, I don't think they'd want to remake an old Paper Mario game, you know, to overshadow the new one. Because, come on, this would easily overshadow the Origami King, just easily. If you're denying it, then you're lying. So I don't think they'd want to make a remake of a game to overshadow their entirely new game. And the fact that no Paper Mario game has ever been completely remade before also brings it down a bit. I still definitely could see this happening, you know, in order for Paper Mario team to make some more money, and because it satisfies the fans of the RPG format, since they're don't want to make any more new of those games anymore. But like I said, it's bringing it down solely from the fact that they probably might not want to do this, especially seeing after the Origami King developer interview from the lead head of the Paper Mario franchise. But who knows? They could always do this, but I'm not holding my hopes up. For a want score, 100% easily. Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door is probably in my top 3 favorite games of all time. So just seeing it in HD on the Switch, it would make me so happy. It would make me squeal in glee. Like, I can't even describe how happy I would be if this became a reality. Unfortunately, it probably won't, but hey, I'll always hold my head up. Not too high though, but decently high up. So the next game we're talking about is Punch-Out for the Switch. And oh god, I'm so sorry, Punch-Out. I'm just so sorry for you. I unfortunately think Punch-Out is a dead Nintendo franchise. I know that we had a big comeback for it on the Wii, and I say, you know, big kind of lightly because, god, this game didn't sell that well. It really didn't. It sold alright. Like I said, it sold alright, but compared to like Pokemon, Mario, the Zeldas, it failed miserably compared to those. And for supposedly a revival of a big Nintendo franchise back then, it didn't do as well as I or probably Nintendo expected it to do. And unfortunately, I think the Wii was the last chance. I think the Wii was the last chance for Punch-Out, and seeing how it didn't do that great, I don't think we're gonna be getting a new Punch-Out game ever, or at least anytime soon. Solely because the Wii was its one chance for redemption. I could see them doing this since Little Mac is a more popular character now because of Smash Bros. And if they did add a new Punch-Out character in Smash 2, that could help easily generate enough hype. Well, not really, but like, just adding more Punch-Out representation in Smash, I think would make the series more iconic and would push Nintendo to make a new Punch-Out game. But other than that, I really don't see anything going for Punch-Out because the Wii one didn't do that great. And I think the series has been dead, especially since it's seen as a retro franchise now, which Nintendo has never really continued any of those except for Kid Icarus, which Sakurai took over. So unless Sakurai takes over this Nintendo franchise too, I don't really see much of any hope for it aside from the 2 points I've stated earlier. So I give Punch-Out for Switch a chance score of a 5%. I'm gonna be honest, I think this series is dead. Don't get me wrong, the Wii game was great and all, and it did sell alright, but it didn't sell enough for the series to keep on going, which is extremely unfortunate because Punch-Out is such a unique series. I may not be the biggest fan of it, but you can't deny that it's an incredibly unique series and all the games are pretty fun. There's not really that much for me to say. Punch-Out has just been dead for a long time and I don't think a revival is gonna happen anytime soon. Especially since I don't think the Wii one sold that great. I think the Wii was the last chance for Punch-Out, and the fact that it didn't do that great, I don't think Punch-Out is going to come back anytime soon due to low sales, and I guess Little Mac from Smash Bros. Could be used to help promote a new Punch-Out game, or they can just include another Punch-Out character in Smash to help promote Punch-Out, and maybe that could drive them to making a new one. But I don't know. I think Punch-Out is still a dead series, which is unfortunate because, like I said, the series is incredibly unique, but I don't think it's going to return anytime soon. For want score, 80%. I really did enjoy the Wii one. I truly did, and I feel like it is an underrated gem on that console. I had a blast with it. Unfortunately, though, that's the only Punch-Out game that I'm really truly a fan of. The other ones are good, but not really my cup of tea if I'm being honest. A new Punch-Out game, yeah, I'd probably buy it. I would probably buy it, and it probably would be a lot of fun. Especially since, they could add online, and just a new Punch-Out game on the Switch would have a lot of potential. And I think that'd be awesome, just to see what they could do with a new Punch-Out game on the Switch. But seeing how it's not my favorite franchise in the world, especially from the fact that I've only played the Wii one, only puts it at an 80% want score for me. Now the last game we'll be talking about is Mother 3, also known as the game they just don't want to bring over to the US. In all serious though, I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry for everyone who wants this to come to the US. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. Mother has been a dead franchise for so dang long. I don't know how long it's been. I don't even know what console was this game even made for. Was it made for the SNES, the Game Boy Advance? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put text down the bottom for when I do look it up afterwards. But right now, I have no idea what console this is for. But since it uses pixelated graphics, I'm probably gonna say Super NES. But since this game has been dead, like, Mother has been a dead franchise. It's dead. You can't deny that the Mother franchise is dead. They're never gonna make a new game ever. And the fact that this game came out so freaking long ago, I don't even think they're gonna bother doing anything with it. The only hope, and if you can even barely call this hope at all, is seeing it come to the Nintendo Switch Online app. But even then, they never even brought over Earthbound or Mother, whatever you want to call it. They never even brought over Mother 1 or Mother 2. So what's going to make them bring over this one over the first and second one, which people all around the world have actually played and are the much more iconic ones? I would really like to see, Lucas's original game for once, but honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. Seeing how Mother never made it to the US before, I don't think it's ever going to make it to the US now. And the fact that Mother has been a dead franchise for God knows how long, I don't even think they're going to bother bringing it over to the Switch Online app. Especially seeing how they didn't even bother to do that with Mother 1 and 2 yet. So, I'm sorry, I just see no hope for this. I give Mother 3 a chance score of 1%. To you who think this is going to happen, just stop. Just stop. The more you stop believing, the better it is. Mother is a dead franchise. Unlike Punch-Out, which has a very slim chance of still being alive, the Mother franchise is dead. Okay? It's been dead since the Super NES era. It's not coming back anytime soon. And there's no way in heck that they would ever bring Mother 3 to the Switch of all consoles. Switch is why it's at a 1% chance. I just don't see any positives going for Mother 3 on the Switch here. For a want score, 50%. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm not gonna deny it. I've never played a single Mother or Earthbound game before. They do look incredibly fun, but I've just never had a chance to play any of them. Like I said, they look like a good time, but I don't know. The reason it's at a 50% chance and not any lower is because I would be so happy for the people who want this game to come. Like, I wouldn't even want it for myself. I'd just be happy seeing other people completely satisfied with it. That's why I was so happy with Banjo-Kazooie's inclusion in Smash Bros. Not because they were my most wanted or anything, though they did look pretty cool, so I did kind of want them. But because of how happy other people were at it, and the same situation would apply here. I'd be incredibly happy for the people who wanted this game and would get to play it for the first time. But personally, it's probably not my cup of tea. Though, it would be cool to see what all the hype was about this game and if it's actually good or not. But, I don't know. It still isn't a game that I would really look forward to if it did come to Switch, if I'm being honest. So that will conclude episode 4 of Will They Happen on Switch. And God, this was a depressing episode. 2 are basically guaranteed to not happen. And Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, yeah, it could happen, but the sunlight isn't directly shining on that either. So, yeah, not really much else for me to say. Except, yeah, God, this was just absolutely depressing. So, what do you agree on my thoughts on these games? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want a game for me to rate their chances in the next episode of Will They Happen on Switch, feel free to also leave that down in the comment, as I read every single comment I get. Yep, every single one of them, so I am not gonna miss it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, why not leave a like on it and subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye.